Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we figured out everything in this evening situation. Our free day has almost come to an end, and now we are still at a loss as to what to do for the Academy Festival. So let's have TloH help us out a little bit. Well, here we are. I wonder if TloH is already inside. After entering the computer room, you won't be able to roam around for the remainder of the day. Any bonding events which have not been triggered will no longer be viewable. Knock and enter.
Huh? Doesn't sound like she's here yet. Oh.
Aw, only 3 soft breathers, come on.
At least she's getting some rest. Must be a rare treat for her. What to do, though? I'd almost feel bad about waking her.
Wake her up by poking her cheeks? No.
She must be really tired. I should let her sleep a while longer. Oh, right. There we go. I guess I'll just read a book or something while I'm waiting.
Write everything down in your creepy little notebook. You know, funny thing, people find it really, really creepy if you have a notebook and keep tabs on everybody. It's like, it started out as a joke, so I like when people introduced themselves to me, I'm bad at remembering names, so I would write everything down and then write down random information, make jokes about how I write everything down, and they started thinking I'm a real creep. So it's actually pretty funny that way. But, you know, this guy just writes everything down. I thought it'd be a good idea to keep a log on everybody as well, but they seemed that was kind of weird, which is cool. Well, let's have...
Huh? Where am I?
TloH, wake up.
A jacket?
Oh, hey, you're awake.
Huh? Rean?
How long were you standing there, Rean? You're a real creep.
Oh, right. I came here after the conference was over. So this jacket is... Oh no! I'm so sorry! I can't believe I fell asleep after asking you to come all the way here.
Don't worry about it. You're doing me a favor here. I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule for me.
Aww.
Do you think there's, like, a shirt that's actually fashioned like this? I would so wear that. I would. That's, like, merchandise I'd really love to have.
Why is it that you always seem to catch me at the weirdest moments? Still, thanks.
No problem. Glad to do what I can. It wasn't too hot, was it?
No, of course not. It felt really nice and warm. But anyway, that's not the point. Now, listen here, Rean.
Huh?
I mean, lending me your jacket was very sweet and gentlemanly of you, and I'm kind of happy you did. But it's not very gentlemanly to sit and stare at a girl when she's sleeping, you know.
Yeah. Yeah! That's the reaction every normal human being would have.
I'm sorry? You were sleeping so peacefully that it seemed almost wrong to wake you up. But I guess it was inconsiderate of me to just let you nap there.
No. I'm not annoyed with you. It's just kind of weird to randomly watch people sleep, you know? If it was someone else, they might have misunderstood.
Rean is very good at worming himself out of a situation like that.
Anyway, I asked you to meet me here so I could show you more about the concert we put on for last year's festival.
Oh, you mean the one you did with Angelica, Crow, and George? Do you have some record of it here?
Actually, I do. George was testing out some kind of orbital video camera that was being developed by the Ruhr Institute of Technology. And we've still got the recording here.
An orbital video camera?
Yeah, the technology is different from what they use for the orbital net. Actually, it's probably faster to just show you. Let me bring it up on the screen.
Oh, you've got pictures of it.
No. Live video footage.
More than just pictures.
10 frames per
Just
second.
watch.
Amazing.
I know, right? It plays back images and sound at the same time, so it's like a radio and a camera combined. The quality might be a bit rough, but it really feels like you're right there, doesn't it?
It's really something else.
Oh, there we are going up.
Wow.
She's basically naked.
Isn't it cool? It's called rock. It's making a splash in the music scene abroad. They use orbital audio technology to amplify guitars for it. It's a pretty bold sound, huh?
It definitely is.
There's no sound.
And, speaking of bold, how about that outfit?
I forgot about the outfit. Don't look at that. Just focus on the performance.
This is... Bravo!
Oh, come on. You could have at least played a little bit of music.
That was incredible! I wish I could have been there to see it in person.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Those pants were really hard.
So was that any help?
Help! This is exactly what I was looking for.
We're not gonna do that.
I'm not sure if we can put together something as flashy as this, but we do have Elliot, and he knows his music, so I think we might have a chance.
I'm glad to hear it. Crow was the one who planned all of this out, so he's the one you should ask about how to put a program like this together. Angie did our choreography, and George got all the instruments together for us. I'm sure they'd help out if you asked.
I think I just might. We have to get our preparations for the festival underway.
But, like, this happened last year, so why do it again this year? I mean...
Oh, I put a copy of the video onto this memory quartz for you, too. If you put this memory quartz into the orbital projector here, you can watch the video anytime you want. Maybe you can bring everyone from your class here and show it to them tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for everything, TloH. I mean, I asked you for help, but you really went above and beyond. I don't really know how to thank you.
You're always looking out for me, Rean. It's the least I could do. Besides, I'm sure this idea will spark some lively discussion within your class. It's not a done deal yet, but I'm really curious to see how things turn out.
Me too.
That was anticlimactic. There wasn't any song to it. Oh man. Just fan service. Bummer. A USB drive. Nice. Well, that seems to have gone over well. I could see Elliot's eyes light up when I mention it. So, it looks like Class 1 is definitely putting on a play. And not just any play, a full-scale classical operetta with all the trimmings. Even if an operetta is shorter than a full opera, This is Class 1 we're talking about. I'm sure they'll spare no expense on the outfits and stage design. True, if they had any more blowhards, they'd be a wind tunnel. Class 2 is looking like they're gonna run with their idea of doing some kind of indoor garden. From what I heard, they want something based on the motif of the night sky. Sounded like quite the elaborate setup. Class 3 is intending to run a game room based around Blade. I heard they're planning to decorate the room like a castle and provide lessons for beginners as well as advanced matches. Huh, really? Class 4 is going to be doing an Eastern-style cafe of sorts. They're claiming you can enjoy an exotic dining experience. Not sure what they mean by Eastern-style, though. Well, my sort is technically Eastern-style, I guess, but yeah, that seems like an awfully broad term. You don't really see too much stuff from the Eastern Erebonia. Class 5's doing something kind of different. They'll be using the training hall for some attraction they call Mishi Panic. Wait, isn't Mishi the mascot of that big theme park in Crossbell? Kind of a strange choice considering the current political climate. I'm a kind of Mishi fan though. One time Lecter brought me back a really cool Mishi keychain. It's pretty cool. Oh, the intelligence division never struck me as the type who would budget for souvenirs. Anyway, the captain of the riding club is intending to organize some manner of horse racing event. Officially, there's to be no gambling, but with our senior colleague involved, I'm sure Free Enterprise will find a way. Really, Crow? Toa's not gonna like it if she finds out. Aw, come on, it's a festival. A little low-stakes fun never hurt anyone. A number of second years are planning to run stalls, and many clubs are intending to put on events as well. But in terms of scale, the 5 other classes are our main competition. I've heard attendees will be able to vote on which class's event they like the most, with the winner to be announced during the event's festivities. And sounds like it's gonna make things awfully competitive. Still, it's that much more indecisive to make our class's contribution one to remember. More incentive. Which leads us to our current problem. What do we do? I'm thinking we should avoid doing anything that would require large-scale equipment. With our numbers and the time we have to prepare, I doubt we could get it set up or even spare someone to operate it. Yeah, you make a good point. But if we take that into account, just about the only other option we have is doing something on the auditorium stage. And it's worth noting that using the stage would put us in direct competition with Class 1. We can't very well put on a production like theirs, though. We just look like copycats. Whatever we end up going with, it should be something we can all have a part in. Maybe a martial arts demonstration with a few sparring matches. No, that would probably get turned down as too dangerous. Not a bad line of thought, though. How about cooking contest? I call judge! Our troubles are over. I just had a visionary idea we can do with the academy pool. Picture this. Stunning ladies in bikinis, wrestling piggyback in the pool. Come for the fights, stay for the accidental exposure. I think not! Get out! No! This is getting us nowhere. They all sounded like fun, though. Actually, I did find one idea I liked. I think we might be able to use. You did? Really? I'll bet Toa told you, huh? Yeah, she showed me the video, too. I can't believe you never even mentioned it. You guys put on an amazing show. Well, I'm the lone second year here. Didn't want to rob you bright-eyed first years of the full festival experience. So, what's this idea then? Did the student council president suggest something to you? Yeah, she showed me a video of a concert that she, Crow, George, and Angelica put on last year's festival. A concert on stage? With vocals? Ooh, that sounds interesting. I have heard that there was one event at last year's festival that really drove the crowds wild. I've heard similar things, but I had no idea Crow was involved. Yeah, it was pretty spur of the moment. Though, so it was too late for them to put us on official poll. If folks had been able to vote for us, I don't doubt we would have ranked high up near the top. Without seeing it for ourselves, it's difficult to say whether we'd be able to do something similar. You've got me curious, though. It sounds great, let's do it! You said you saw the video, right? Can you show us, too? Yeah, Toa gave me a copy of it. Let's get together during lunch tomorrow and watch it.
I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when they see it.
Can't wait to see the looks on the girls' faces when they see what they are gonna have to wear.
Though I imagine Toa's outfit might raise more than a few questions, too. Oh, it's 9 already? Abend time should be on soon.
I'm Misty, and this is Radio Trista. It's 9 p.m. on the 19th of the 9th month. If only I was dressed to the nines to match.
I don't know what that phrase means. I was dressed to the nines. Probably, you know, putting yourself in shape and wearing nice clothes and stuff like that. Putting on makeup, I guess.
It feels like we're finally getting the break we deserve from a long string of uncomfortably humid nights. That's right, fall is finally here, and it's brought its cool night breezes and gentle chirping of insects with it. Along with that respite, Erebonians everywhere are turning to their true autumn passions, food and sports. What do all of you out there look forward to when you realize fall's almost here?
I love this music in the background.
For me, it's definitely the food. The crops come into season, ready for the harvest. I can only imagine how much work it has to be for all those farmers. But I can't wait for my first roasted chestnuts of the season. It's just about time for those to start popping up too. Sure, I'll never turn down a Marron Glacé or a Mont Blanc, but roasted is the way chestnuts were meant to be. That soft, melt-in-your-mouth taste, that sweet fragrance, simply irresistible. Whoops! The director's over there giving me the stink eye. Someone hasn't eaten dinner yet, I'll bet. Anyway, fall is also known for being a season for the arts. One of the Empire's most popular cultural institutions is the opera, and no one does opera like Heimdall's famous opera house. But as far as music goes, I'm a sucker for the classics. I still sing along whenever I hear The Whereabouts of Light.
I do as well.
I stare in disbelief as you fade away. Like a dimming star beneath the coming day.
That's not what I know as the Whereabouts Light.
Whoa there. Almost felt like I was in my shower back home.
Oh boy.
Speaking of music, some fresh new genres have been gaining popularity lately, both at home and abroad.
She really does have a pretty voice. Though I guess you kind of have to in order to be a big opera singer like that. I don't know if singing on the air like that is such a good idea if she's trying to keep her identity under wraps, though. We've got our practical exam coming up next week, then another field study over the weekend. Sounds like things are going to be even busier than usual. I'd better brace myself for an exhausting week.
Lunch break. Whoa. That was way cool! Very impressive. That was neat. Well, it was certainly quite a technical display. But if you think we're gonna put on outfits like that and prance around on stage, you must be dreaming! Well, the outfits all depend on what kind of performance we put on. The clothes have to fit the mood and the music. Right, Crow? Yeah, we did a rock concert last year, so if our outfits didn't scream rock, the whole performance would have lacked something in my opinion. Though in my infinite wisdom, I'd like to point out that revealing outfits will be popular regardless of the music. You guys! Outfits aside, it does seem like a bold concept. Few would think to put on a performance like that. If we put in the time to practice, we may even compare favorably with Class 1's operetta. Well, Elliot's the music expert here. Do you think there's any chance we could put on a performance like this? Hold on. So, first things first, how many of us can actually play an instrument? You learned the flute from your dad, right, Reed? Yeah, I'm no virtuoso, but I can play as long as the music's not too complicated. Eliza, you play the violin, right? Yeah, my grandfather taught me. Gaius, you can play the sitar, was it? Been playing it for years. I can play the piano, so with the 4 of us, it looks like we have our instruments covered. Guess that means we just need to work on our music and lyrics and decide who's gonna be on vocals. So yeah, it really depends on what sort of music we want to do, but I think we can pull off an impressive performance. Great. Well, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound like such a bad idea. That's true, and it seems fitting for the festival too. Sounds good to me. Yeah, let's do it! Then matters settled. I'm in favor too. I dread the thought of what the instructor would do if we didn't have anything decided by today. So we leave the musical responsibilities in Elliot's hands then? Yeah, I think he's in the best position to decide the style of our performance and our songs and what we should be doing. Is that okay with you, Elliot? Sure thing, I haven't spent all these years studying music for nothing. Oh, and Crow? Do you think you could give us some help with the outfits and with getting a hold of the equipment we'll need? I'd like us to do as much of this ourselves as we can. Sure, I'll do what I can. This might be a temporary thing and all, but I am part of Class 7. So, if you're all in it, I'll throw my chips in your pile. Crow. Crow. Wow, maybe I've had you pegged the wrong way all this time. So, just leave those outfits in my capable hands. I'll make sure you all shine like stars up there, especially the ladies. I take it all back. He's not even trying to hide it. We're counting on you to keep him tasteful, Rean. Right, tasteful. Wednesday, practical exam. I can do one of those. Academy field. First, congratulations are in order. Took you long enough, but you finally decided what to do for the festival. So you're following in TloH's footsteps and putting on a concert, huh? Have you decided what kind of music you want to do? Not exactly. We're still kind of getting things sorted out. At the very least, it should be pretty easy to decide who's playing an instrument and who will be on vocals. I'm not exactly sure I've ever even touched an instrument. Can't say I have either. You'd probably need at least some rudimentary experience to play an instrument at the festival. I had the pleasure of seeing last year's concert live. They put on a real show. Rean and Crow, you two are handling all the outfits, right? You guys have that under control? Yep, we got that shit on lockdown. Well, we've narrowed it down to the 15 most promising designs. Ideo save us all! I suppose we'll just have to rely on Rean to save us from being dressed by Crow. Honestly, I feel a little nervous. If I were 5 years younger, I'd jump right on stage with all of you and have a great old time. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? Instructor, how old are you again? Aren't you in your mid-20s? Even if you were 5 years younger, graduation would still be years behind you. Hush you! For us ladies, everything up to the mid-20s is just a warm-up. And men, they're like fine wines, better with age. I'm not sensitive about it, really. This is just another valuable life lesson that is my duty as your instructor to impart. She's sensitive about it. Anyway, as much as I'm looking forward to the festival, that's not why we're here today, are we? Not only do you have no field study next month, It looks like you're off the hook as far as a practical exam goes, too. So, since this will be our last practical exam for a while, I figured I'd crank up the challenge a couple notes. Wait, are you saying... Are you going to serve as our opponent? Bingo! Just think of it as a long-awaited second round of May's exam. If you want to get back at me, now's your chance. But you'd better bring it, cause I'm not gonna go easy on you. Alright, Rean, pick your pick two for your team, because you're up first. Got it. Gaius and Emma. Am I fine with this? I do want Uses instead of Gaius. Uses instead of Gaius is more valuable. Do I have a way of giving Rean Shining? Now I do. Ah! That hurts. Having to re-equip him. I'm not gonna unequip Gaius. Adamantine Shield won't be necessary. Lock won't be necessary. Attack 3, might as well unequip that. Spirit Breaker, Analyze, Genbu. Evasion 2. Kvilin, Scanda Gem, Attack 3, Crystal Flood, Byako. You have great stuff. So you're still going for the Mistral with that Arts boost. I'd rather have you have something different. Katza's too bad. Angel no. Mobius no. I should get like this thing figured out. Do 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 do. That's not gonna happen. This isn't gonna happen either. Scepter isn't gonna happen. That's ridiculous. No need. You're gonna keep your Mistral. Let's figure out what you're gonna take. What does Judgment Bolt have on it? 10 arts. Cool. So you first take Shining to be able to buff. And yet then you take Kvilin for some strength. Byako. Is that really what I want? I don't think I will get to use that. Holy Breath is probably gonna be decent. Apparently I'm preparing for a long battle. Which I shouldn't. Because this is not gonna take long. Or if it takes long, I'm in deep shit. Scan the gem. Ah, sure, Byako as well. Why the heck not? Chaos, too. Chaos is something I definitely need on Rean, with Juggler especially. I do want that 10% evasion. Chrono Break. I want Chaos here. Chaos is better than Domination. I'll see who I can equip Domination with. Freeze. Fire Bell. Is that really what I want? You can use a lot of fire arts like this. Effectively. Phantom Phobia is not necessary. Doesn't matter. We have Shining. We have all the stuff I want. Let's figure out our tactics. Rean is up front. You're our middleman, and that's gonna be a bummer because we're all lined up. That's gonna be how that goes. You link with art support or auto curia? I don't want auto curia. Counterattack and art support is nice. Let's do this. What are you gonna keep me from doing? It doesn't seem like she intends to hold back against us. Now is our chance to pay her back for the humiliation we endured back in May. Well, if you were ever holding anything back before, now's the time to pour it all in. I didn't give users any accessories. Doesn't matter.
I take it you're all ready? You've been studying and training here half a year now. I think you might finally be able to do it. Now, show me you've got what it takes to pass with flying colors.
Understood.
Come at me with everything you've got.
Meet the following conditions. No one reaches low HP during the battle. Win in less than 40 turns. Ah, I can do that.
Okay.
Defense is very greatly I can't hit that on... That doesn't work on Emma.
Oh, Moon, shield us from harm.
Crescent Shell.
Crescent Shell.
Here we go!
Motivation first.
Alright, let's do this!
I'll handle this. My
You
turn.
have your scanned gem? No. Yes. Chrono Burst.
Yeah.
Instructor.
Very well.
40 turns is what you gave me. 40 turns. Noble Command.
Now is our chance. Don't let it pass.
Right!
You really should not have
My
given me
turn.
40 turns. You really shouldn't, like, not have given me 40 turns, though. Yeah, I wasted my motivation there, I know.
Very well.
I know, I shouldn't have done that. I want Noble Command.
Now is our chance. Don't let it pass.
Leave it to me!
And I want Shining on Rean.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Alright. Now, eat shit,
slow.
Sarah.
I'll handle this.
We might as well just use arts here. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Let's actually check you out a little bit. You're not weak against anything here, but you are gonna die to what I do. What else do I have? I have sealing and freezing on this. I have arts defense down on this. That is, if that hits...
Be gone. Ha!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I do want that. Aerial hits in time. Aqua Bleed Yggdrasil does not. None of my fire magics hit in time. I have to, like, take that into account.
Arcus, activate. Now.
Arts defense down is gonna be nice.
Here we go!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit!
Burn to ash! Ha!
Oh, nice. No! Fine, Battle Scopy.
Yeah.
Instructor Sarah, Class 7's homeroom teacher. Former bracer known as the Purple Lightning. Dominates enemies with her blade and gun. Doesn't drop any items and can hardly get unbalanced.
I'll handle this.
Holy Breath is in order. You hit everybody? You hit
Arcus,
everybody.
activate. Yeah.
Thanks!
Thank you very much.
Here we go!
More flame impact.
Burn to ash! Ha!
Oh my Gertie.
Not bad.
Time for the kid gloves to come off.
Okay.
Kid gloves? You're freaking fainted, sirs. What is the strongest thing I have? Oh, well, Maelstrom should just be awesome.
Arcus, activate.
Very well.
You can't physically attack, which is a bummer. I do want to get rid of this. Clear ceiling.
My turn.
Arc Slash for delay. Sure.
Now,
Come on, do some serious damage.
Go! Very well.
All right.
You've come a long way.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
Condition met. That's what I like to hear. All right. The active parties as members as bonds have been strengthened. AP increased by 2. Easy peasy. Did we manage to defeat her? Repaying you for your crushing defeat in May felt surprisingly satisfying. Nicely done! I can't believe how far you've all come in just 6 months. I know you've been honing your team tactics, but I wasn't expecting such a top-rate performance from you so soon. But, you know what? As your instructor, that's the best feeling in the world. Okay, that's 1 group down. 3 more to go. I'll call you in groups of 3, so be ready to jump in when I call your name. Is she even human? Multiple groups with multiple opponents in every group, and she was still able to put up a fight against all of us? She's on a completely different level. We'll need to redouble our efforts in training if we hope to match her. You can say that again. Oh, I'm spent. Mind if I use you as a pillow, Emma? What? Here? Have you no shame? Looks like there's still some life in her yet. She's the only person I know who can fight 4 back-to-back battles and still have the energy for wisecracks. Don't get me wrong, I'm genuinely impressed with how far you've come. Now I can tell you where you're headed for your field study without any worries. Up we go! Alright, get them while they're hot. Field Study September. Interesting choices. Group A, Rean, Eliza, Fee, Marcus, Elliot, Crow. Rower, the Industrial Metropolis. Cool. Group B, Emma, Laura, Uses, Guys, Milliam, Ordiz, the Port City. Rower and Ordiz, those are 2 of the Empire's largest cities, right? Well, technically they are. Rower is far from small, but Ordiz is kind of on another level. It's the 2nd largest city in the Empire with over 400,000 people. It also happens to be the stronghold of Duke Yen, the noble faction's de facto leader. Are you out of your mind? You want us to drag this hyperactive chatterbox straight into the noble faction's largest stronghold. He does make a good point. Ortiz is hostile territory for her, no 2 ways about it. If they find you poking around, they'll burn you at the stake. I'm not that worried. I've snuck into Ortiz plenty of times before, and this time I've got you guys with me. I'll be fine. This is no laughing matter. I'm a bit concerned too. As am I. Ortiz is quite far from here. If something were to happen... Not to worry. We're thinking about what to do about that. Still, you're not in for a laid-back vacation. That much I can say for certain. That goes for the group leader, group headed to Rower too. The Rainford group is based out of Rower, isn't it? Though Roar is also part of Marquis Ragnar's domain, and he's the head of one of the 4 great houses. Jellica, stubborn old man, huh? He's supposed to be a real hardliner, even among the big shots in the aristocracy. That's true, but the Imperial Army also runs a military factory in the vicinity. The Rainfork group isn't aligned with either faction, but I can imagine there are more than a few ongoing complications. Really? Sounds like trouble if you ask me. Why would my father and the other members of the board choose destinations like these in dangerous times like these? Well, like I said, we're thinking those issues over. With the Academy's annual festival coming up next month, there's no field study being planned. So this is your chance to show off all the know-how you've gained from your previous field studies. Make whatever preparations you need to, and when Saturday rolls around, travel with your heads held high. Class 7 has done a damn good job so far. The only reputation you guys have to live up to is your own. Thank you, Instructor.
Your rank's gone up.
Nice.
Here's a little something from the Academy.
Look at those +2s. Personal request. +2 for that. That was Jellica. From Heart to Stomach. +2. Celestine's Secret. +2 for that. Because I won against Kim in cards, I guess. And the practical exam. Nice. Nice.
You did really well, Rean.
Aura jacket. That's going to be awesome. Awesome. Field study day.
It's 8:20. So we're still waiting on Elliot and Crow then.
It looks like they nearly pulled an all-nighter working on our festival performance.
It sounds like they've got a general idea of what they want, as far as style goes. But they're both nitpicking the set list and all the little details of the performance itself.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I'm not worried about Elliot, but I can't say I've got an abundance of faith in Crow.
Well, be that as it may, we just have to leave it to them for now.
Still, I was surprised by what the instructor said last night. What do you think she's cooking up this time?
I can only shudder to guess.
Previous day dinner time.
Oh, before I forget, I want you all to stop by the Academy tomorrow morning before you head out. Both groups, meet me out on the field by 9 a.m. and don't be late.
Well, Sarah randomly springing things on us is nothing new.
But why delay our departure? It takes 8 hours by train to reach Ordis as it is.
You're right. If we're still in Trista at 9 a.m., it would be past sundown before we got there.
The train ride to Ruhr is over 5 hours, too. Ideally, we'd all be on the first train out of Trista. How about it, Sharon? With the way you're just standing back there smiling, I'm guessing you know something. I hope you're looking forward to my unsurprise when we step off the train in Ruhr to see you already there.
I wouldn't dream of it. I assure you, I'll only be seeing you off this time.
She's totally going to be there ahead of us.
That's about as sure a bet as you can make. Pretty certain she knows what's going on, too.
She's one amazing maid. I feel like I have my own professional chef, too.
Oh, sorry guys, I overslept.
Yo, morning everyone.
Morning.
Looks like we have everyone now.
We have to meet the instructor at the field by 9, right?
I don't know what she wants to see us about, but don't worry, we've still got some time left.
Anyway, I think we should head out now. I'm sure most of us have some last-minute preparations to take care of.
True.
Have a safe trip, everyone.
All rare quartz and accessories have been unequipped from the other group's members. Awesome. Okay, before I leave, and prepare a bunch of shit, hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, toodles!